Heyo! Weibo here, your least favorite Tesco brand Persona YouTuber, so that I can already hear you screeching. What the hell is on my screen? This isn't Persona. Indeed it is not. Anyway, Minecraft Hide and Seek has left a huge impact on me and others' nostalgia, often being played by the biggest YouTubers we watched as young, stupid baby children. However, as we all aged and locked away the memories of us mindlessly watching 10-minute videos of basically nothing, there was something far more sinister at play that would kill Minecraft Hide and Seek in cold blood. Alright, actually being a bit serious lately, I was in the mood for some nostalgia tripping. So I booted up Minecraft and put in the IP of my favorite hide and seek server, the Hive, as that was all the YouTubers would play back in the day. How foolish I was. I had forgotten the death of Java Hive, and along with it, my precious hide and seek. Well, okay, I thought. Then I'll just log into another server with hide and seek. I've heard Mineplex is pretty good. No. This can't be. Mineplex too. I was in shambles at this point, shaking at my desk. But then, deep in my mind, a thought. It surfaced. Hypixel. It's never let me down before. And when I logged in, I saw it. My prayers had been answered. And now all I had to do was click join. Hypixel Hide and Seek is not good. Or is it? Nah, it is horrible in comparison to its predecessors for three main reasons. 1. Core gameplay differences. 2. Map variety. And sadly, 3. The very fact it's a Hypixel minigame. First, and most immediately noticeable, is the vast difference in gameplay between Hypixel Hide and Seek and its contemporaries. Most apparently is how you select blocks to hide as, with Hypixel's version opting to allow hiders to change blocks on a whim, similar to classic Prop Hunt. However, I would argue that this makes the game less fun for the hiders overall, as a strong component to Hive Hide and Seek was the thrill of finding a perfect spot for the block that you chose beforehand. But in Hypixel Hide and Seek, this component doesn't exist since you can simply change blocks at a whim. An admittedly interesting addition to the game is that hiders can also disguise themselves as items. However, their ability to blind and disable attackers makes them the superior pick 99 times out of 100. To further humiliate block players, the ability they have is only to become a full block for a short period of time. If this stupid ability would ever work. Not once was I able to fully disguise as a block in Hypixel Hide and Seek. Compare this to the Hives, where all you have to do is stay still for 5 seconds, and then you were permanently hidden until you moved again, and you can see why it's frustrating to play. Despite everything done to make the hiders' lives hell, it is also very unfun to play as the Seeker, as because of the aforementioned, as well as an audio cue to help you locate hiders, it is baby easy to find them. In fact, all these combined encourages a dominant strategy of running around the map, waiting for an audio cue, and then hitting any small block or item. It takes all the thought that previously went into playing the Seeker and throws it out the window, because who needs to check most of the blocks when no one can become a full block? The only slight trouble you might possibly encounter is the previously mentioned item ability. But even then, if there's only one other Seeker near you, the hider is as good as dead. So with the hider basically unplayable and the Seeker being a snorefest, hopefully this game mode can make up for the lacking gameplay with an interesting environment, right? One of the best parts about the Hive's Hide and Seek game mode was the multiple and vast maps that it was staged in. So, in making a hide and seek game mode, Hypixel surely noticed and made sure the game had at least a couple of maps to keep it refreshing, right? Completely unrelated, but have you ever heard the definition of insanity?
Fuck you!
Yep, that's right. Not only does Hypixel's hide and seek only have one map, but it genuinely sucks for the very game it was exclusively designed for. The most glaring issue of the map is that it's extremely small, making it so easy for seekers to completely ravage the hiders after only a couple have been found, making the game very seeker-sided. To pile onto this, seekers get an unmissable sound effect that tells them there's a hider nearby, so you're immediately fucked when a seeker inevitably runs by you and you have nowhere to run without bumping into dozens of other seekers crammed into the map with you. Okay, I think I've made it pretty clear that the map is very imbalanced. However, despite this, hiders can still win. You know, by exploiting issues with the map to essentially become invisible. How fun. Alright, unlike the first two reasons, this one really isn't the fault of the game mode itself, but rather a sad reality that drags it down even further. That being that it's a Hypixel minigame. But why would that be a bad thing, you may ask? Simple. Being relegated to but one of many small minigames within Arcade Lobby, while all the big games like Skywars, Bedwars, and especially Skyblock dominate the server, leaving very few players split between their dozens of other games. Hey, this is Editing Weibo here, and after I finished the script, Hypixel did actually do something to alleviate this problem, which was having the party games lobby switch out games. So good job Hypixel on that front. However, most of my point still stands in terms of the popularity of these games. Alright, back to the video. I suspect that because of the former reasons, as well as the game mode overall being less popular than it once was, caused Hypixel hide and seek to underperform even when it isn't being compared to the Hypixel giants. For example, even though it isn't a very big game on Hypixel, Murder Mystery has still a fairly steady player count, unlike hide and seek, which at times can take up to 15 minutes of just waiting for enough people to fill a lobby in order to play the game. The state of this minigame is just so... It's just so sad that a big part of nostalgic memories is now in the state that it is. But maybe that's how it should be. Maybe I shouldn't be clinging to the remnants of the past, making long rants about how old minigames aged out and are no longer focused on. Maybe... no, not maybe. I need to let go. So, goodbye, Minecraft hide and seek. Or should I say, goodbye, childhood. It's about time I make some new memories.